Yeah, this is 28th of June. 29th tomorrow, Monday, is the Jagannath Snan Yatra. Now, in the first part of this is supposed to be India, you know. In the first part of June, the monsoons disappeared. Now, just an overall view. The monsoons, they come from Malaysia and everything. They come into this area, the Bay of Bengal, and then they are entering in different places into India, you know, but a lot of it is coming down, and what it does, it holds on to the point right there of India, and it goes around. This is Kanyakumari, this is also a Triveni, and then it comes up here. Well, when it hit this area, this is Pacific Ocean, and El Nino destroyed it. El Nino destroyed it completely. And when this is Gujarat stands out a little bit, and this is Dwarka, where Krishna had his place. Also, you know, the Dwarka temple's up here, but right here is actually where the island was found. So that's where he was. Now, and this is Mumbai, of course, the area of Mumbai. This was around the first part of June, and when it disappeared. So it's been quite a while, you know. It's not just a little time, it's been quite a while. Everybody was worried about what's going to happen because the monsoons disappeared, and in this area right here, nothing fell down. Yeah, it just was gobbled up. But what they found is that it was just pushed away, and it was sitting there. Can you imagine? A front was sitting there, and not until the 23rd of June did it get a signal to come in. This is like an unusual thing for a front just to sit without moving around. Of course, you know, we're all happy that this happened. This is like Krishna's like showing miracles here, okay? So now, whenever El Nino could disrupt the whole rainfall because the Pacific Ocean is hotter than it's supposed to. So the heat from water rising takes the other water higher. Okay? Now, we want this to come back in. You know, I think in 5 days, Mumbai got less than 2 inches of rain. So, but everybody was waiting for this. You know, where did El Nino go? Where did my monsoon go? You know? So here we go. Now, this landmass, this is Gujarat, and this is connecting up here with Iran, you know, and this is the that strait that they're fighting for so much. You know, we're right, and so it's stuck right there in that place, and I got my own feelings about it. Well, this landmass was overheated. Now, the ocean, when it is overheated, the water from the ocean pushes the monsoons up and they disappear. But when landmass is overheated, it wants water. So what it did is like it made a suction and it pulled us in. Sorry, my chalk is not so good. It pulled us in like mad. And not just a little bit, it pulled it really hard. And there was small flooding in Mumbai and places like that. But it went through pretty fast. I don't think they recovered from their loss of water. So now, like I said, over here also, on this side, the Calcutta side, there's the monsoons entering from the Bay of Bengal and coming in. So this front right here is moving towards us, right? And then this one now is like been pulled in like really heavy, and it's moving in. Now these are all, at the latitude of 20, about the latitude of 20. Up here the Ganges is a little higher, then it falls down and it goes across, and then it'll come back up again. Okay? Now, you can see that the front from the Bay of Bengal stays on this side of the Ganges. Of course, some went above it, but whatever was below, coming from the Bay of Bengal, stayed below all the way across. So water, cool water, makes like a wall where the other front can't cross. So now I asked, that I'm suspecting that at the Triveni, where the Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati, and they all meet right over here at the Triveni, that place is where they're going to turn in, and that's the exact place where it's going to turn in. That isn't just maybe, that is the exact place where this is going to turn in. So this is coming forcefully, and this is coming forcefully, and they're supposed to meet around the 2nd of July. And then it'll come north towards us. It'll come north towards Vrindavan. And this is, like I said, the 20th, and the Triveni is around the 26th latitude. And ourselves, Vrindavan, we're 27. We're 27 latitude. So it's going to come up to us. We're less than 200 kilometers from the Triveni. So it'll definitely come up to meet with us. So I'm very happy, and everybody's very happy about this. And there's nothing else you can say except this Triveni, Prayag, the king. He's the king, Prayag. He's the Prayag Raj. He's the king of all the sadhus. And he even got mad at Govardhan. Because he wanted Govardhan to come where he was. But he didn't win out. This is what Radharani is always thinking about. From the south winds, she prays for the south winds to please come up. Because that meeting place is the meeting place of Radha and Krishna also. It identifies it. So that beautiful meeting place is going to bring us incredible amount of water. Now, everybody has to be a little bit, thinking about things. This was pulled in like a suction. And when it hit Mumbai, it hit hard. So this is pulled like a suction. This is pulled like a suction. And this is going to hit together. And then they're going to come up to us on the 3rd of July. We should see the reaction in Vrindavan. So please, around the 3rd of July, take note, It may be very heavy winds. And winds that we aren't really accustomed to. So persons should be very careful in traveling around and everything. Try to be in a safe place on the 3rd of July. And if you see our place is already full of clouds. We just did a hand washing of all the deity cloth for the winter. This is the deity cloth of the winter. And I'm out here protecting it from the monkeys. The monkeys are pretty smart. And if you give them trouble, they'll come over here and ruin all the work by urinating on them. Ay. So I'm up here instead in my room because we don't want the monkeys to, all this work that was done today, And that's a lot of hand work. That's not machine work. This is all hand work. So it took quite a while. So I'm here on the guard. Okay, back to the thing. Okay, so as you can see, we have cloud cover. And I'm praying because tomorrow is Snan Yatra. I hope our cloth dries, but I'm praying that this Snan Yatra will get some type of rain. We are not supposed to get some type of rain, but you tell me, who could have figured out that on the 23rd of June, all of a sudden the heat from the land mass of Gujarat and part of Pakistan and Iran, that area right there, would pull so hard, and they described it, a suction. It was like a suction cup pulling in the rain. So we're happy, but we hope there's not any danger in all this, and it'll come over to us. And again, see it in the light that Radharani is praying. She has. This is, everybody was worried, and I'm not making anything up. Everybody was worried about what had happened to the monsoon rains, and I am not saying this is monsoon. I am saying this is the Dvaraka Corridor, because that's where it's coming. It's like right from the Dvaraka area where Krishna was, and it's coming towards his house, Vrindavan. And it's hitting Triveni, and then it's coming directly up to Vrindavan. So, seeing that, I call it the Dvaraka Corridor. Instead of calling it some monsoon, in other words, the monsoon's reincarnated. No, not the reincarnation of the monsoon's winds. They are the Dvaraka Corridor rain that is blessing us. Just like Krishna would never let the Brijvasis suffer without rain and everything, and suffer in the heat. So he's done this for us. We give him great thanks. And I don't know if you can see, but there's the full moon. Right, almost full. This is partial moon still. And tomorrow's full moon and Jagannath Rath Yatra. Oh, so beautiful, so beautiful. Okay, take warning. Here we go. Come on, monkeys. Could you guys please move? These guys are really tricky, Let me get them over here. I don't want to bother your mother with your child, but I think you better just move away. Yeah. They know what they do. Oh, and I don't want them to do what they usually do. So that's about, the wrap up on this one. And I wouldn't have any idea which way everything's going to go after it comes up, because a lot of people in this area weren't hit by the what they call the monsoon. They weren't hit. So a lot of India and this area right here. One person that is a producer of chocolate, and really good chocolate here in India, he has his place in Kerala and everything. He called me up, and I asked him what the situation was, direct. And he said it's a very bad situation. And of course they're worried about their crops, because to grow their crops, they need rainwater. So I think they're called Amari. Amari's chocolate, and they're worried about what is going to happen to all their chocolate trees. with all this lack of rain. So we are, when you hear something like that all that coastline and there's Udapi is there, and so many holy places. Yeah, yeah, so many places. So many, you could go, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu toured that area. So they got hit. They got hit. They lost their monsoons. And I don't know how they're going to recover from that one. So we may see a raise in the price of chocolate, yeah. Anyways, I told the person that it was in charge, I told him, please, you take care of your loved ones, because this is going to be a rough time for you. Yeah, it's going to be a rough time for them. Yeah. Okay, babies, let's settle down up there, I'm not trying to hit your baby or anything, but I don't want him fooling around. Okay, I'll get back to my whatever I'm getting back to. Oh, but it's just so nice to be up here. Oh, the temperature hit 42. The temperature is supposed to hit 42 tomorrow, but I'm feeling a cool wind. And with all these changes in weather, and that's an incredible change that some front waited right outside Mumbai. Waited, not just a few days, almost 2 weeks. It waited, and then it came in with force. No, I just can't even imagine anything except Krishna's mercy. Only Krishna's mercy could do such a thing. To wait out here in the ocean for about 2 weeks and then all of a sudden come in, and for sure Snan Yatra, he's going to be right there at the Triveni. For sure in Snan Yatra he's going to be right there. Yeah. And then afterwards he'll come up to us. Oh, how Krishna has made this. The country is even set up in a certain way where it's like spiritually enlivening. The country itself is set up in such a way that India is spiritually enlivening. Okay, hope you like the news broadcast. I'm really happy that the monsoons are coming. For sure, after the 3rd, no temperature above 38 Celsius. So no temperature is going to rise above 38 after the 3rd of July. And of course, it may run over here even faster. Okay, I'm losing light of the sun. And hope I haven't lost your patience. All glories to Prabhupada. All glories to Bhaktivedanta Narayan Maharaj and our Gora Sampradaya. What else can you say? So much blessed we are. Okay, Haribol.